What is going on, guys? Grave here. Today I'd like to talk about skill points and subclassing. There's been tons of questions in my own YouTube comments, on the forums on Reddit, on the forums on the Elder Scrolls Online official website, talking about skill points, how many they're going to need. So in this video, I wanted to clarify the skill point kind of a talk and also a few other things that surrounding subclassing that some of you may be confused on or do not know yet. So the first thing, like I said, I want to talk about, the main thing on this video is going to be skill points. Skill points are going to be a lot different this time around than they were when you first ranked up your character over the last 10 years. Unlocking a subclass skill or more requires 2 points instead of 1, and that is a massive one. So that means subclassing literally costs double of what it did before. So every skill, morph, passive, it's going to cost double compared to the original way that you rank these skill lines up. So you're going to need 40 points per skill line instead of 20. And I know that was one thing I've seen a lot of people saying was, why would I need more skill points? I'm going to be getting skill points back from the lines I'm not using. Yes, you're going to get 20 back. But think about it if you have your subclassing set up. So you have your three lines that you want to use. When you get the points back from 2 of those lines, since you're changing something out, you're only going to get a total of 40 back for those 2 lines. And you're going to need a total of 40 per line. So you would need a total of 80 for those new 2 lines that you're adding in. So that's where, when I was making the video recently talking about kind of prepping for this, make sure you have plenty of skill points. If you're someone right now sitting on a character that only has like 10 extra skill points, you definitely need to go out and get some more. I would say, just to be safe, any character, you're probably going to need 40 more points than you have already available. So just kind of shoot for that. I think a lot of people probably can get away with 20 extra, 30 extra, but if you just want to be safe, my recommendation would be 40 points per character to have this, or for your character to have enough for update 46. So that is one of the main things I wanted to kind of touch on, was the skill points. Also, I know there's a lot of people asking, will I have access to the Arcanist, the Necro, Warden, if subclassing is free? And the answer is no. Paid for classes that come within chapter releases or ones that you can purchase separately, like you can purchase all 3 of these inside of the Crown Store, will not be available. So if you're a person that owns the base game, all you will have is the base classes. You will not have access to the Arcanist, Necro, or Warden. You will have to either purchase those previous chapters or purchase the class itself from the Crown Store. All class lines can be unlocked. That's another thing people are talking about and wanting to know, can you mix and match like one skill here, one skill there? No, you have to unlock the skill line, and only 3 skill lines can be active at once. So you can't take one thing from the Templar, one thing from the Warden, one thing from the Necro, one thing from the DK, one from the Sork. You have to pick an actual skill line from that class and use it. Up to 2 additional subclass skill lines can be active, but not from the same class. So for example, if you are on a Sork and you decide, I want to make a Sork with a Necro, you couldn't have 1 Sork skill line and 2 Necro lines. You'd have to have 1 Sork skill line, 1 Necro skill line, and 1 skill line from another class, whether it be Templar, Warden, DK, and so on. And you must retain at least 1 of your original skill lines at all times. So that's going to kind of say, like I said, if you are a Sork, you're going to have at least 1 of those Sork lines, and then add 2 other skill lines from 2 other classes in there. So just kind of to clarify some of that, because I've seen a lot of those things asked, and that's probably been the main questions right there that I've been seeing asked from the community. But the main one, like I said, is those skill points. Those skill points are going to be very important, and I know it's about 2 weeks before the update's going to be released for anyone that plays on PC. You still have plenty of time to go out and collect more skill points, but that's just something that I need you to be aware of. The great thing about this is when it comes out, I would highly recommend unlocking every single skill line there is going to be available in subclassing that you have access to, whether you have the base game or everything from all of the other classes as well. Unlock them all. It's not going to be much to reset and do a different line. So for example, you can go to the shrine like you normally would and reset. It's going to be 1,500 gold, or we're actually going to have an NPC that gives us a quest for subclassing that you can go back to, and they will also charge you 1,500 gold to pick a different subclass skill line. So that way you can rank one up, rank 2 up, go back, get 2 more. However you want to do it, whether you're going to power level them, whether you're going to just naturally, rank them up. However you want to do it, I would always recommend going back and unlocking every single line we have available to us in subclassing. That's going to be every line in the game. Everyone's going to have to go back and redo these just like when you first started playing. It's not going to be some players have access to them already ranked up or anything like that. Everyone is going to have to unlock and re-rank all of these skill lines from every class for subclassing. But the reason that you're wanting to unlock them all and rank them all up is because once you have done them all, it is account wide. So if you log out and go to your next character, if you're like myself, you have a lot of characters, or if you only have 2 or 3, every character you have will have this unlocked for them because subclassing is account wide. So the more you unlock on that one character, the more you're going to have available to you on your other characters. So I would recommend unlocking everything, and then you will have it available on all characters that you have created. Also, make sure that your alternate characters are going to have plenty of skill points too. I know a lot of people are focusing on their main characters, but if you plan on playing with your alternate characters down the road, they're going to need those extra skill points as well. And I even have some that I have deleted over the years, over the last 10 years, and recreated that probably don't have the skill points that they once did. So I'm going to still have to go in and work on some of those myself. But overall, you want to make sure everything that you're going to play with, every class and character and everything that you're wanting to do, all the things you're wanting to mix and match, you want to have everything unlocked once subclassing comes out. So you want to have all these lines leveled up, and you want to have plenty of skill points to be able to apply to these classes, so you'll have everything available to you when it comes to, of course, skills, morphs, and passes from these lines. Leave me a comment with your thoughts. I hope this helped you out. If you got any questions, leave it down in the comment section, and I'll catch you all next time. Peace.